everyone, and welcome to another tournament stream. Woohoo! Bit of house cleaning out of the way. There is a 3-minute delay on this stream. That is to avoid any stream sniping happening, of course. And basically, there's a giveaway running in the chat right now. If you guess the damage that BPS will do in the second game of this matchup, then you can win one of 2 fan containers. We'll do the same later on, and also with battle passes later for March. Well, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Yeah, we are now in the garage. We're starting off with BPS versus Desert. Basically, this is the groups tonight. We have 2 groups only. We are streaming group 1. And basically, we are following BPS tonight. Of course, that's also a little bit dependent on who goes through to the upper bracket, because I do believe that we are attached to the upper bracket rather than specific team. But yeah, this is the matchup that we're starting off. We're starting off on Naval Frontier. We're just waiting for the room to drop below 3 minutes that I can actually go in it. But in the meantime, we can actually have a look at the video for Naval Frontier. Naval Frontier is one of those maps where I quite like playing on it. I usually go to this side because I prefer being here and just having some fun, getting some crossfire and everything. You are a little bit team dependent there though. But usually what we see happening here is early peaks, early shots, blind shots, lots and lots of blind shots. And basically playing with the cap. So I'm really curious to see what we will see on in the actual match. So yeah, time has just gone below 3 minutes. That means that we can go into the room. I always just wait a few seconds longer just to be sure that's like really clear. Even though like I know that with 3 minutes it should all be fine. BPS already completely there. Does it not so much? It's okay, Immortal. I know who you are. I don't really get to... Well, technically speaking, I could make requests of who I want to stream. At the same time, I prefer to let Toyon make the choices, because she tries to divide basically the streamers that she has across the matches that she feels should be streamed. To be fair, there were days where we had so many EU streamers that basically every match was streamed and then some. But this season it's been pretty quiet so far. I'm not sure if that's going to change with the round robins. And there we have it. Desert also arriving. And now we just have to wait for everyone to ready up. We see BPS already taking 3 AMX 54s and a Hori, another AMX 54. Whereas Desert is taking a 215B, 4 AMX 54s, a Super Conqueror, and a Hori. So it could potentially be the same lineup depending on what they actually ready up in. That's not what I meant to do. Sometimes I want to just click into the game to make sure that I'm actually in the game. Because laptop, I don't usually play on PC or anything like that. So let's see. Full PC team versus full touch team. I'm not quite sure if I actually like the whole touch versus PC thing. Like, at the end of the day, this is a mobile game. And yes, it's nice that there's a PC version, but still. But there we go. 5 AMX 54s and E50M and a Hori for BPS. Also find it funny, the whole tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thing they've got going on. We just need a few more tiers to make a full one, though. And here we go into the first match of the evening. You only have a few minutes left to actually guess. And I think that right now it's relatively easy to win something. Let's have a look. BPS focusing on the BC side. And we see Desert doing the same thing. Kitsune going for a spot. Does not spot anyone there. Blind shots are happening. Gold has been spotted. But so is Kitsune. Liberator in a cheeky position to spot. Ooh, big hit into Punisher. No bases are being kept right now. Lots of blind shots happening. Oof. Big hits into Flame. He just lost a whole crap ton of HP. Of course, it might be a trap. Base B is going to be kept, but he is pretty much stuck there. And of course, they are hoping that Golden Punisher will actually move. But now, Flame is completely stuck there. He can't really do much of anything. Hypnotizing is spawning Liberator. And we have Dominante moving in. They want to get Nagibat up. He is being careful though. Ooh, does not bend that shot. Soul Flame has actually managed to pull back. And we have Kitsune moving around the back. Postravleni holding. Blind shots happening. Well, not actually blind shot. He was shooting at Kitsune. But Desert has the base advantage now. Which means that at some point, BPS will have to make a move and will have to steal a base. And it looks to be Daniel that is going to go for that. Being very careful with how he's angling his tank. Does not knock down the tree, which would betray his position. Shadow loses a bit of HP, so does Nagibat up. And Daniel got the base. He is pulling back now. He might actually get away with it too. Blind shots happening. Niemet losing HP there. Daniel taking a tiny bit of a hit, but now they have two bases. And the point advantage will return to them relatively quickly. They just need to hold. And they know that they can't wait too long before Desert has to make a move. Technically speaking, you would expect them to drive into base B again. Or to make a push one side or another. But right now, BPS is relatively well positioned. Especially with Dominante having pulled back. And no longer being a singular target on his own. We're just going to fly a little bit lower now. Now they've caught up in points. Ego is losing HP. Is wanting to get shots in. He does get one in, but he takes a big hit from the Hori back. Which means that they now know where the Hori is. Savory is moving in. Hypnotizing, not looking too healthy. They're going after Egoist. That is the preferred target here. Kitsune taking a hit. God does not get that shot in. 920 points. Base B is being kept. They have to be careful with that. Egoist goes down though. Base B is being contested. Is not reset though. Daniel in trouble. Gold also has to be careful. He's relatively low on HP. Base A is being, well, was being stolen. C is being stolen now though, but we're already at 995 points. As soon as they get a kill, which they do, BPS is the first game. Well played. Very slow building game and all of a sudden action everywhere. Basically, all playing in full base B. which made all the difference here. And now I just need to post the stop guessing thing. As soon as we hit 1 minute in the room timer, I will do that. Giving you a little bit longer to guess. But yes, we will have more giveaways later on in the stream as well. So for the second game on Naval Frontier, we see BPS getting ready with a Chieftain, Super Conqueror, 2 E50Ms, and well, maybe not. They are still changing things. Desert is completely ready now with 2 215Bs, 4 AMX 54s, and a Super Conqueror. Whereas BPS is now taking a Chieftain, a Super Conqueror, 2 E50Ms, 2 AMX 54s, and potentially a Batchat. There we go. 12k is not a guess. You have to write it out, hon. Let's see. And yes, it is. Kitsune, of course, is an absolute monster in the Batchat. To be fair, these guys can play any tank really, really, really well. And here we go. Countdown clock has begun. No, it doesn't count. Instructions were clear. He has to write it out, and I had to stop the guessing. So unfortunately, no. Let's see. Where is the cheeky little Batchat going? In a pretty blue camo. They are getting in each other's way just a little bit. He's going to go for the spotty spot. Desert is lying in wait though. He does spot Samurai. I think they can guess where he's at. They just don't know exactly. Nagibatop has also been spotted. But so, oof, Postravleni taking the first hurt there. Q. Oh, taking a big blind shot there. The first blood is definitely for Desert here. Let's see. No team has gone for any captures yet. Hypnotizing now. Moving forwards. Does not get spotted for it. Now I have Kitsune up top there as well. Also spotted. Has to of course be careful because he's got no armor. And again, BPS taking a bit of hit, and another one and another one. Postravleni not very happy there. Hypnotizing Savory spotted one another. And we have Kitsune. Blind shot there. Kitsune taking a position where he can potentially decap base A, but there's no one there right now. I'm content just letting things be. But there's about a 5k, well, 5k, 4k HP difference between the two teams. I can't honestly, my brain is just not working. Samurai is just waiting. And it almost looks like absolutely nothing is happening. The only thing happening is Kitsune running around. And he might... Yes, he is going for the cap. And they know it's got to be the Batchat. But he's just casually waiting. He's not giving them... He is getting shot at. Oh, he does get spotted and he does get hit for it. But Nagibatop is losing quite a bit of HP for that. Now has to relocate. And if Kitsune gets Unspotted. No, he gets spotted again. Big hits, I'm not sure why he took that risk. ABS has lost a lot of HP. Relatively little gain. Hypnotizing also losing some HP there. Blind shots happening. Q now moving in. Taking another big hit. They are bleeding, honestly. Hypnotizing going for the cap now. They kind of do need it. He does get reset. Shadow takes hits and more hits. And more hits. And he is attempting to cap again. He is still spotted. But that did not reset him. And now BPS has a base. They also have quite a few relatively low HP targets though, and that's an issue. Flame. Soul Flame, I should say, because there's also a Flame. Now moving into Kappa base. Which might give them enough to get the points in their favor if they get one kill. Blind shots happening. C has now been capped. It's soon moving forwards to do some spotting. Now we play the waiting game a bit more. Just over 2 minutes left. It's soon getting out of there. Q is getting shot at. 2 minutes left on the clock. They seem to be going for full length. They just need to protect base A though, that's also a thing. Let's see. Shots fired. 1.5 minutes left. They need to protect the base, which Soul Flame is now headed to. Not quite confident enough to get in there though. Does get spotted, they know it's not unprotected. Hypnotizing is moving, has to be careful there because that's a tricky position. Base B is nice shot there by Hypnotizing. Kitsune moving back up there to maybe get shots in. He does reset it, does cost him quite a bit of HP. Less than a minute left to go. And we have Hypnotizing being pushed. They're again attempting to get base B. They need to get the kill. They need to get a kill, any kill. Hypnotizing. Unable to keep them from getting into the base. He does reset it. But there he goes. 28 seconds left. They need to get that kill and they need to get it right now. Dark Shadow moves back. They do get the kill. But with 19 seconds left, ooh, that turns it into the other side. Base A was their weak spot. And they lost it. And with 6 seconds left to go, the game is for Desert. And there we go. What a game though. That was such a slow game. We actually ran out of time. That also means that the score is a grand total of 9,400, which is a very, very low score, but that's basically, this was a play for points. Only BPS was bleeding so much early on. So with that, we are moving on to Oasis Palms, which looks like this. We sometimes see, well, we always see in tours, blind shots happening in the early on in the game. From one spawn to the other, which is really entertaining to watch because sometimes they actually hit. And technically speaking, it is possible to actually ammo-rack someone there, which has happened in earlier seasons as well. Overall, I quite like the map. It is quite fun to play on. 3 bases, one in the middle of the city, one more to the corner, and the other one in the desert. Let's see. 30 seconds left to go before we go into the third game of this best of 5. And we see BPS sporting a Batchat, a Chieftain, 3 Super Conquerors and 2 AMX-54s versus 1 Super Conqueror, an LT, 2 AMX-54s, a 215B, an E50M and an IS-7. So let's see. Here we go. No problem, John. There's no giveaway right now, though. Let's see. Kitsune. Not going for the desert. Going to go for the bush. Does drive through the walls, which is a bit tricky because that means that they probably will know that he's there. Hypnotizing gets spotted. But most of BPS's forces, they are shooting the bush, but did no damage there. The bush is being shot back, but did no damage there either. BPS crossing over. This is a very cheeky thing to do. They are very, very forward. And we have Desert now responding. No bases have been kept yet, though. Savory and Hypnotizing both shooting. But so far no damage has been done. Base A now getting capped. And in response, Desert is now capping base C. And they are letting them have it. Is that the flying monkey? This is the first time I've actually seen it. GG. Sorry. Both teams now have a base. Little bits of bleeding happening. We have Amadeus moving possibly. He's going behind base B. Daniel has to be careful. He's in a bit of a tricky position. He's a bit getting farmed by Samurai. And can't really get out of there. He's also getting shot at by Nagibatop in the desert. And BPS has the point advantage. But they have to avoid bleeding. Blind shots happening, Hypnotizing, getting spotted. As is Badger. And Kitsune is moving around. Taking different positions. Daniel still getting shot at. Being careful with his positioning though. And they are playing again, a very, very slow game. Let's see, a Liberator has been spotted. And now we have Desert. Pulling back into town aside. And so is BPS aside from Hypnotizing. Daniel being careful. They just have to be careful for the push. The push will come. The question is from where. And Amadeus is pulling back. Kitsune is pulling back as well. There's a little bit of bleeding happening. But not much. Niemet is moving out. And so far, we've had half the battle. And very little has happened. Again, a very, very slow game. Which on its own isn't a bad thing. Big hit there into Liberator. Dominante did take a bit of a hit there back. 720 versus 715. Well, there's about 10 points between them, which honestly isn't much. But they have to be very careful. If they lose a gun, then that will make all the difference here. The question is, which gun will you push for? Which gun is left alone enough? But there's enough firepower between all of them to murder someone. Now all of Desert is here. We're at 800 points. They are making a move. All of them are moving. Daniel is pulling back, has to be careful, has to use the rock. Most of BPS is there as well. Dominante and Postravleni seem to be the primary target, but now we have Egoist taking hits now as well. They have to be careful. They are stealing the base because there's so many few points between them. Dominante is not looking too healthy. Niemet gets taken out. A and C are both being stolen. They are going after Savory. That is the preferred target. Daniel is not looking healthy though. Has to use the rock to hopefully survive, but he's not going to survive for long. He does get another shot in before he goes down. 885, but BPS has both the bases. Less than a minute left to go. There goes Postravleni, but there goes Badger. It is 4v4 with 950 points. Egoist goes down and that seals the deal and the game is for BPS. Again with the slow games though. Also, this is not playing like cowards. They are really feeling each other out and just basically not taking risks. The thing is that whoever wins tonight basically is through to the top 8. It's a beautiful game, even though it looks like very little is happening. There is so much happening because they are feeding each other. They are trying to keep each other spotted. They are looking where people are at. It's very close with the points. And now BPS is up for match point. If they win the next game, then they are through to the upper bracket. Desert already completely ready for the second game on Oasis Palms. With 2 Super Conquerors, an LT, a Hori, and 3 AMX-54s. And BPS is taking a Chieftain, 2 Super Conquerors, 3 AMX-54s, and potentially an LT depending on what Kitsune readies up in. Let's see. Oh. Amadeus just went offline. And now we have a 215B on Desert side. 30 seconds left to go. The countdown clock is beginning. Hey, I can see. Let's see, can BPS take this home? Kitsune in the LT. Going for the bush. And we have Badger in the LT. Oh no, Kitsune's not going for the bush. They're not spotting each other. That's always something I find so interesting with the whole spotting and capping thing. Kitsune is getting told no. Or maybe yes. Very cheekily capping base B. If he gets away with that though. But if he doesn't, it's going to hurt a lot. And it does. Oh, and he gets tracked. But that hurt. Daniel also losing a whole crap ton of HP. I'm not sure what is up with BPS tonight. This is not how we know them. BPS losing a whole lot of HP. Pushing when they don't have to, when they don't have all the intel. They are going in, but they are losing a lot of HP in order to do that. The Dominante is almost gone. Gets taken out first. Kitsune not looking too healthy. There goes Shadow. And we have Kitsune desperately trying to survive, but there's basically nowhere he can hide. And he is almost gone, has a grand total of 20 HP right now. And he's still... They are trying to kill Nagibato before he can kill Kitsune, but Kitsune actually survives. But... basically they have two super low HP targets. We have Postro Lady, who is on his own versus 4. Cannot survive this. And it is 5v4. But there's a big point advantage. Well, big HP advantage. Daniel gets taken out. There goes Badger. But it is 4 very healthy tanks. Versus Gold that's been left alone. Kitsune has 20 HP. That was okay, 6 HP, done. But he can't really angle towards this many guns. Especially not with Savory in his face. I'm not sure what BPS was thinking here, honestly. This was one of the most bizarre games. And an Amarak to boot. That does not help matters. Kitsune is still alive. Can't really move from where he's at. But look at the HP. There's just no way Amadeus is going to survive this. Ramming speed. Kitsune gets taken out. Amadeus takes the hit. Has a grand total of 144 HP left. And is going to get massacred now. With Samurai missing his shot. But Savory does not. Hey Rich, hey Mihai. This was just, honestly, I'm not sure what BPS was thinking here. But we are going to go to a tiebreaker on Ghost Factory now. Ghost Factory obviously has the factory in the middle with 2 bases, 1 on each side, and 2 corners also have 2 bases. Most maps with 4 bases make for interesting gameplay, also for tours. It is a bit of a nightmare to spectate. I'm really happy with my mod that lets me fly through walls here, because otherwise, yeah, I would just always jump on top of the building because I would hit a wall. Playing, I don't mind the map. There are so many maps that I don't mind, but I don't love. They can have beautiful games on them, basically. I honestly don't understand what happened last game. There's been 2 games so far where BPS is just not the BPS that we know and love. 40 seconds left to go. And BPS is ready with a Batchet, 2 215Bs and 4 AMX 54s. Whereas Desert is taking a Super Conqueror, an LT, 2 E50Ms and 3 AMX 54s. And I'll check who's won after this matchup is actually over, honestly. Basically, I want to focus on the games and not on the winners. Let's see. Immediately we shoot the doors, which is something I always appreciate. Shots on the other side as well. Doors are gone on both sides. It is now an open house, quite literally. We have Badger keeping an eye on base A together with Kitsune. Hypnotizing, already taking a bit of a hit there. B is being taken. Liberator heading not quite into C, but around that area. More doors are being shot. Basically, they're very against doors on this map. We see right now that BPS has a base, Desert has not. But they are content to wait. Blind shots are well, not so much blind shot. Well, shots are happening. And now they are going for base D. Base A is still being left as is. They're not going to go for base C by the looks of it. Of course, with the firepower that is in the factory, that could prove to be very expensive if they do try that. They are trying it though. And immediately we see the AMXs moving. Hypnotizing, taking hits for that, but so does Liberator, who is forced back out. Base A. Nice shot there by Gold. By Gold, that's a nice shot. Gold. Sorry. Means that both teams continue to have the one base. We have God being cheeky at the back there. Kitsune now moving in. Going to see if he can cap the base. That might be tricky though. Badger is moving in. Oh, he does get spotted and he does immediately take a hit. And he takes more hits and he has to be careful. So base A is not an option. Blind shots are happening to where Amadeus might be going right now. Kitsune is moving. Base A being left by both sides. Which makes it all the more interesting, to be honest. Soulflame and Badger both returning. Sliding. And they need to decap it. Kitsune shoots and then pulls back, but now we have God moving in. And Amadeus. They have to be careful. They can't really afford to let them get the base, but that's exactly what is happening right now. And now we have Badger. Ooh, track shots happening. And he gets away with it. At the same time, we have a bit of bleeding going on inside the factory as well. A being stolen by Kitsune with the 215Bs moving forwards, wanting to find the tanks that are left. They are focusing on Liberator, who is losing a... gets absolutely murdered. And now BB has a gun advantage, an HP advantage, a base advantage, and a growing point advantage. Daniel has to be careful. Is getting shot at. Hypnotizing is arriving there as well. Desert moving into the factory. Wanting to shoot their Dominante, but Egoist is losing a lot of HP from a lot of different directions. As is Samurai. And now they've also stolen base C. Big hits into Nagabattle. Postravleni is not looking too healthy, but now Amadeus is moving in. Literally pushes people out of the way. Samurai gets taken out. We have Kitsune arriving. Nagibatop gets tracked is being farmed, and there he goes. God has also gone dead. Ego is surviving a little bit longer, but so is Hypnotizing, surprisingly. And Poster Blame is still alive as well. The amount of low HP targets here, honestly. But PPS wins on points, having capped 3 bases. And they are through to the upper bracket. Come on. There we go. Beautiful game. Tricky game, too, though. But with the bases, that makes all the difference. So let's see. We will have Immor versus BPS in about 15 minutes. That means I actually have very little time to show replays. I had more replays lined up than I've got time for. But we are going to start with this one. And we will just see how far we will get. I'm actually going to skip a little bit to get more replays in. Anyhow, the winners are Immortal Fighter X and Berke A, who both win a Fen container. I think I've already shown this one, though. Yeah, this looks very familiar. It's like, when are you going to show this? But I already did. Immediately Amorak there, that does not help the team. Also, let me just start the second giveaway for Fen containers then, as we don't have all that much time. Start Gasigna. There you go. Again, we're going to go for the second game just because I have these messages like saved and it's a lot easier. I still can't believe that shot actually pinned. Oh crap. Yeah, I just realized that. I'm so sorry. I got hacked. I'll post it again in a little bit. Aw. Oh, my face is so red right now because I feel so bad, honestly. I'm always like, don't, and then I just do. Oh well. Well, to be fair, you do already see them cap their third base right now. Cheeky shot there. I'm hoping not everyone saw that. Can we pretend it never happened? Also does mean that Naughty Badger's guess does count, even if I will repost it. There we go. My own fault, honestly. Carrot doing a fantastic job here. Okay, let's try this again. Start guessing now, but Badger and Immortals guesses count. There you go. Just to keep it fair, because this was all on me, honestly. Oh well. Still don't know how you bounce this, honestly. There we go. So much could have gone wrong this game, honestly. My brain. I kind of do need that kill, though. I do not. I can't play like this well, to be honest. I'm too impatient. Yeah, I knew that we've seen this game before, so I'm not sure why he was like, when are you going to show that T22 game of mine? I already did. Thank you, Immortal. This is kind of like the fight for the Top Gun, because they could have technically both gotten it. But there we go. Lovely little teamwork game, though, between the two. Also means I'm quickly going to go through this, because I want to show some more. And we only have time for like one more. I'm actually going to have to skip on what I wanted to show because, let's see. Ooh, in the Destiny. Also, I am going to skip the beginning a little bit again. Because I don't know how long the replay is. Because all of this... There we go. Now we get to the important part. The Destiny is such a pain in the ass to deal with, though. Nice. I've actually not driven mine yet because I want to get it max first. And for some reason, when I have difficulty dealing with the tank, I kind of don't want to play it anymore, which is a stupid thing to do. Because obviously the tank is good. But I can't. And there he goes. I wonder if this one is max though. I don't know enough about the tank to guess it. And he can pack a wallop when it's shooting. 3, 2, no, he's going to be out of the yaw. No, maybe not. He is getting... Nope, denied. No shots in sight. I think I'm pretty sure that there's going to be an update before the next tour stream. Oh, I can't believe that actually penned. The HE pen on this thing is insane, though. I might actually start liking it then. Oh, there's another one. Look at that butt. That was a derp, but some nice assisted damage. And that's the end of him. Denied. 49. Oh, I kind of feel bad for him. That was also so funny. Oh, that's a big hit. Nice. I can know this is a good tank. I just tend to, like, not really bother with it. Well, right now it's not max either, so I don't want to drive it, but still. Did the other one go? Oh, there. Never mind. Found him. He missed. At this stage, he's just farming, honestly. Nice little bounce. You should be able to get another one in. Especially with the T49 having these shots. And another bounce. see. There we go. Beautiful. Casual 6k damage. I do apologize because I had two fantastic Chieftain replays lined up as well, but I can't show them anymore because all the matches will follow each other instantly now. But that was a fantastic game, honestly. Like, this goes to show how cheeky. Oh, is that how it works? Okay. Look at that. Look at the carry, honestly. Wow. I'll just go back in a minute and ready up then. I think I saw that we're starting on New Bay, but let me have a look. Fan demo, duking it out for the spot in the grand finals on the other side. But yes, we are going to go to New Bay. Of course, I have a little map video for New Bay as well. Let's go. New Bay, based on New York, I always say that. There's not much else I can say about the map, honestly. Like, it's got 3 bases. It is an interesting map to play on because you have the bridges and that creates lots of lines of fire as well. To be fair, new players can pretty much get any tank in the game. It just depends on what's in store at the time. So, yeah, as long as they throw money at the game, they can get any tank they want to. And we are below 3 minutes, so we can go into the room and we can hurry up. That's always the thing I'm nervous about. Oh yeah, I will only drive mine once it's maxed. But it is a pain to deal with though, so I can imagine that it's a fun tank to drive. Oh, okay, so the game that he meant me to show him was a different game. Was all in the T22. Oh, but yeah, unfortunately, no time for that. I'll be recording replays tomorrow though, so they might not get lost. Like, I have so many replays that I can make videos of. Like, long after we've moved to Reforged, I will still have years of content there. The thing is that in the end, I make very little videos because I just don't have the energy for it. Like, tour seasons like this, absolutely love doing it. No regrets, let's say. And yes, I missaid that on purpose because the misspelled the 2 is so funny to me. But yeah, basically, I don't regret streaming tours, but it does take a lot out of me. Like, when I stream a tour season, I don't even play, but it takes me weeks to recover physically from all the energy that goes into it. Like, both with just the time and the much later nights that I usually have, but also the concentration and the focus. That's really costly energy-wise. So yeah, then basically after I have a tour season, then there's a few weeks where I'm just like, I don't even want to play, let alone do more than that. Like, all the games that have won my little monthly competitions, all those games, I've got them recorded. Because I want to show them off, I just don't get around to it. I love how my deleted message is pinned. GG, that is a big pro. Fixed. Oh my god, honestly, my brain is not working. I do apologize. 26 seconds left to go before we go into the first game on Nube. BPS ready with a Batchat, a 215B, 2 Super Conquerors and 3 AMX 54s versus 3 AMX 54s, 3 Kranwagens and an LT. That is going to be interesting. Don't see the Kranwagen all that much. If they wolfpack it, basically, they can nuke any tank. But then they're, I wouldn't say useless, but then the DPM goes down a lot. But yeah, let's see. I do like that camo as well. It's so colorful. The thing is that I dislike it because it's like an office and there's people in there. I don't want people in my camos. Jack moving towards base B, either to cap it or to spot it. Kitsune on the other side going for the C cap. Arriving there a little bit earlier than Jack. Obviously, I know what that name is meant to be. I'm not pronouncing it, obviously. First shots fired. Gold taking a tiny bit of a hit. And he has to be careful. He does get spotted. Postov taking a hit. Going into the corner. Dominante has not been spotted. But I think that they can guess that he's not alone. He's pretending to be a juicy target. Also, I keep having to scroll down in order not for this to happen. Basically, it just goes up. Shots are being taken. Very little damage has been done overall, though. But BPS hasn't ever... Well, it's just a split second. I'm not even sure that it will count or if it will go to its roll then. Dominante has to be careful not to look away too much. Morian at the back there. Getting shot at as well. Ooh. Finn. Obviously not pronouncing that name either. Hypnotizing, losing HP. BPS again going for the ballsy forwards move and losing a crap ton of HP while doing that. Kitsune now getting... Yeah, that's not gonna go well though. God is moving in. They are trying to take out reaction. But they are losing tanks in the meantime. Multiple of them. God and Hypnotizing both go down before reaction is even gone. Postov is now being met by 3 tanks. Kevin is basically shielding Finn. Dominante is moving. We have Batchat versus LT at the back there. And Adam takes out Kitsune. And I'm not sure what is up with BPS, but they're just going YOLO at some point. Just note that they've made like a no guts, no glory move, but it's definitely not glory. And now it's just Daniel holding on his own. Facing many guns. Is steadily getting farmed. Has 38 HP left. And that was a weird... Basically skipping the game. But I wanted to show Adam taking a sneak route out of the way. And I can't even say that this went well because of the Kranwagens. This went well because BPS did not play as you would expect, let's say. So, guessing now, just typing that in. But there's been a few games like that tonight. It's just really weird. I'm not sure what to make of it, to be honest. Because we know that they are fantastic players. And they can do absolutely fantastic things. And this is just not the level that we're used to from them. And with that, we also unpin a Z message. And then we can focus on the room again. Imor now taking 3 AMX-54s, 3 215Bs and a Super Conqueror versus 2 Horis, 4 AMX-54s and an LT. Horis has so far proven to be a great ace in the hole, really. Like, well, basically, if Aqua is driving them, they're for sure winning, because that's what happened every single time. It's weird. But it's fun to see TD get some love, though. And here we go, countdown clock has begun. And we head into the second game of this best of 5 that will determine who is through to the grand finals. Let's see, can BPS bring this back? That's the question. They did against Desert. Imo now focusing on the... I like how the map is just like finished between buildings as well, though, to be honest. Adam going for the cap here. On the other side, walls are being shot. But the base has not been taken. The bait is there, though. And we have Nisi has lost a tiny bit of HP. Finn just took 93. And they want them. The Horis want them. God took a lot of HP, a lot of damage there. And they're not actually getting in line of fire from the Horis. God is losing more HP. Is definitely preferred target here. Daniel is trying to help him. The Horis are now moving in. Big hits happening to Ego. But they also have to be careful. A has been capped, B is being capped. Shots are happening everywhere. Postrovleni is not looking too healthy, but Ego has a grand total of 26 HP left. Gets taken out, might have been blocked a bit by his teammate there. But there was no helping, and he was also trying to shield him. Komorian not looking too healthy either. The Horis are on reload. They are pushing though. If they can both get a shot in, that can still already help a lot. Postrovleni gets taken out. Their Dominante is not long for. Does get a shot in beforehand though. Nisi goes down. Komorian is not looking too healthy, but Hypnotizing is looking the other way. Does get another shot in, but is not going to survive. Nope, that was a cheeky shot by Adam there. Going after Punisher before he shoots Hypnotizing, and then we have Jack from the other side shooting Hypnotizing instead. Daniel's not looking too healthy, he is going to get some company from Jack. Adam gets taken out. It is 3v3, 3v2. It is going to be 2v2. But Finn is not looking too healthy. Oh, God, missed that shot there. Jack takes a bit of a hit. And they have to be careful. Now, it's soon. They kind of want to get the kill. God has the HP for it. But has to make sure that he doesn't die for it. Drives all the way around. Kills Punisher. And now we just have Jack left. With Kitsune not wanting to get shot. But Kitsune has a friend. And Jack can only take out one. So the question is, who's going to take the shot? And it is Gold that kills Jack. And the game is for BPS. And that means that the score for the second giveaway is 18,553, which is a lovely score, to be fair. And that makes the score 1-1 in this best of 5. The thing is, I can't even say, like, whoever gets to the grand finals is through to tomorrow, because there is no tomorrow, and it's all about top 1 in this case. We are heading off to Rockfield. Rockfield, a map that has been remade many times. We've had lots of different versions of this map also for Halloween and stuff. I miss old Rockfield though, which was actually quite a lot more fun to play. I don't mind the map. Lots of crossfire lines, but when you know where you can get shot from, you also know how to avoid it. But overall, I like the old version better. I miss the old maps, to be honest, like also Oasis Palms and old Desert, old Lost Temple, and old mines. They were all more fun, in my opinion. But yeah, as we get ready for Rockfield, we see Imor taking a 215B, 5 AMX 54s, and an LT. That guy is seriously named Dennis Kickbutt. Now that's technically... Well, no, I can definitely say that on the stream, that's funny. And BPS is taking a Kranwagen, an E50M, 2 Super Conquerors, 2 AMX 54s, and an LT. Always surprised me when I see Kitsune in a non-light when someone else is driving a light. Let's see. Do, do, do. Here we go. Sometimes we see boosts happening on this map. But overall they never work out. Or at least they will get some damage in, but because at some point the other team knows where someone is at and that they're out for the count for a while, it generally leads to not being the winning team that uses the boost. Jack moving in, going to go for a cap. And we have Ego being very forwards there. Finn spotting Dominant. Ooh, nice shot into Punisher there. And now base C is getting spotted. Finn losing a little bit of HP. But they can afford to let them cap, to be honest. It does not give the advantage that they were hoping for now. But still, they have about a 40 points advantage. And Finn is pretty much on his own. Has to be very careful here. It helps when everyone hits the ground. But now, there's quite a few more tanks there, I think, than Finn originally thought that there would be. He is not without support, though. We have Komorian there. And Amadeus. He's pulling back a little bit. God is losing HP as his Punisher. There's quite a few micro brawls going on. You have one here. And you have one in the middle. Nisi. Not looking too healthy. Nisi is going to go down. There he goes. Finn goes down as well. Emu has to make a move and has to make it quickly because now Komorian is being set up on by 3. That does mean that they need... There goes Komorian. It makes it 4 versus 7. And that is not the effect that they were hoping. Punisher, still alive, if barely. Ego being focused on. Punisher does get the kill. But then goes down. Kitsune, not looking too healthy either. Goes down. Reaction very low on HP. The game is definitely for BPS. Amadeus shooting the rock. And we have all the people in the office building. Jack gets set on fire. That does not help his situation. The people in the office building here. Cheeky shot there by Amadeus. Are all getting shot here. And with that blast, the game is for BPS. In this case though, where previously the game was lost by BPS, in this case it was lost by Immo. With all the guns focusing on the 2 guns in the corner, they could have pushed the middle harder because they had the gun advantage there. But they didn't, and they lost a lot of guns, and by the time that they really got into action, they had already lost quite a few guns. 1.5 minutes left before we go into the second game on Rockfield. Match point for BPS. We see Imo taking a 215B and potentially 6 AMX 54s. BPS is taking 2 215Bs, at least 3 AMX 54s, and potentially a Kranwagen and a Hori. No, Kitsun is returning to the light tank. He's going for the Batchat. And the Hori has turned into an IS-4. Do, do, do. This is sad. Every time I gamble, I lose gold. It's as if gambling makes you lose. Yeah, that's kind of the point. That's why I always say that people have to be careful with gambling, honestly. Yes, it's fun to take a bit of a gamble and to see if you can win something, but basically they're also stacked against you. The chances of the house winning are a lot bigger. And here we go. Countdown clock has begun. Do, do. Here we go. Looks like an instant load-in. Pretty sure I loaded in late. I think that's what that means. Let's see. We have Immo focusing on the middle, leaving C for what it is. I think we might see some cheeky B cap here. Jack does get spotted though. Reaction as well. Jack takes a bit of a hit. So does Reaction. Immo playing a no guts, no glory move. Kitsun being focused on. Reaction does not really want to be there anymore, but he is set on getting that cap, and he did get it. Now we have dominant. Oh, crossfire happening. Kitsun losing more HP here. He's getting chased. Really wants to survive this. Base C is being capped. They're letting Kitsun escape. But now we have a push happening up top. With Immo going after Nisi. But they are losing a lot of HP as they do that though. Nisi not looking too healthy. Might still get another shot in. And he does do that. And actually survives another potential round. Because they are now forgetting that Nisi... There you go. He finally gets taken out by Dominante there. Morian is being pushed. Hypnotizing got taken out. There goes Kamorian. Sihi now having to deal with Daniel and Punisher. Reaction. He's going nicely for the rock there. Gets another cheeky shot in. Daniel's pushing. C is being capped. Kitsune is still alive. We have to remember that. Ego not looking too healthy. Big hits into Punisher here. God is killed. There goes Punisher. There goes Sihi. And we have Kitsune. And there Dominante. Nice use of the sandbags here. Oh, Kitsune gets murdered. And now we have Dominante having to deal with Reaction. As well as, that's what she said. And he gets killed as well. And now it's just Daniel. And the game is for Immo. Well played. And I like that we're going to go up in the game still. Because obviously, when you're streaming tools, you want the tiebreakers. As streamer, that is. Very well absorbed by Immo here. They pushed hard, but that didn't work out. And now we get another tiebreaker. We're going to go to Alpenstadt. Alpenstadt looks like this currently. The new version looks absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to have that in the game. It is a fun map to play on though. 3 bases, quite separately from each other. Fire lines. This is basically one of those maps where we see mats and lights camping usually, which you should not do in randoms, but it can work out perfectly in tours. And there we go. Imo already almost completely ready with 2 AMX 54s, an E50M, an LT, a Super Conqueror, and potentially a 215B and another AMX 54. To be fair, never a good thing. Basically, wargaming never intended for tanks to be sold in order for people to gamble more and get other tanks. So I get why they're changing things now. And of course, by the time we got that, they were long since planning that tanks couldn't be sold anymore, which is the case in Reforged. To be abused like this, and they didn't really realize how abused it was. But yeah. Focusing on the game, B is ready with a Batchet, an E50M, 4 AMX 54s, and a Super Conqueror, versus 2 Super Conquerors, an E50M, an LT, and 3 AMX 54s. To be fair, Callisto just said BPS probably wins the finals. They are more experienced. Normally, I would agree with you, but the BPS that we're seeing tonight is not really the BPS that we are used to seeing. Something is just a bit off. But to be said, so far, they've managed to get it back in their favor. They did get to the upper bracket and all. BPS focusing on the middle. We have Hypnotizing heading towards the A-ish section. And he is relatively alone there, he just doesn't know it yet. Kitsune, all the way at the back, going for the base. Exactly at the same time as base A is being kept. Reaction is actually one capping it, not Jack. And with that, they kept at exactly the same time. That means that both teams will have to make something happen. Let's see. Nisi there to hold base B. The AMX is lying in wait for anyone to push into the line of sight. Hypnotizing has been spotted, as has Daniel. Tiny bits of damage being done to Komorian. Daniel taking a bigger hit back. Blind shots happening into the bush that Jack is not at. Ooh, big hit into Daniel. Daniel is in a very tricky position. He can't really go forwards, he can't go back. He has to use the rock there. Hypnotizing, holding. And getting shot at. They also know that there's someone at the building there. They know when they get shot, they can communicate where they got shot from and everything. That's one of the beauties of tour games, honestly. The fact that everything is tied together. B is protected. Can't get kept. Blind shots happening. But the only one that's actually been damaged is Komorian and Daniel. Reaction. Going forwards. Going to spot Dominante there. Might get a free shot in. No, he does not. Let's see. Now Dominante has to be careful because he has been spotted there, so he can't really peek out as he used to. Punisher has moved forward, did get shot from there. They know though where Finn is. Kitsune is holding in the corner, patiently waiting. And again, we are looking at a very, very slow game. And this is the thing. I'm not sure if you noticed it. Finn just clicked that part of the map because he got spotted. So they know that Kitsune is there somewhere. They just don't know exactly where. Everything is information here. And that's part of the fun, to be honest. Hypnotizing, losing a little bit of HP, and a little bit more. We can't really get out. Daniel losing more HP. Thing is, they have to make a move, but they don't really have the freedom to do it. Nisi moving in? Nope, maybe not. And they are exchanging shots. We're nearing the 3-minute border. We're well over half the game. And we have Comorian holding in the middle. Both teams hitting 800 points. The thing is, with BPS having bled that much, they have about 2.5k of damage to do without taking any hits themselves if they want to secure victory. Because if I remember right, and I'm not 100% sure to be honest, shots are being taken. Daniel going for the base, which is pretty much the only thing that they can do. Now Imo is quickly focusing on the... Ooh, 900 points. Hypnotizing is going to go down, and that might make all the difference. They need Finn to die. They need Hypnotizing to live. Hypnotizing gets rammed to death there. 975. They need that kill to happen instantly. Finn goes down. Nisi goes down. BPS has it. What on earth? What even is it? This is exactly what's happened the last matchup. BPS, totally unbalanced, unsteady, and somehow brings it back. BPS, this matchup, unbalanced, unsteady, somehow brings it back. What a ridiculousness. But well played, honestly. Like, they made it happen. They got the kills they needed, and that was all the difference. To be fair, I like games that are that intense and that close. Let's see. They're long games, though. Ooh, Demo won that. 3-0 even. Oh, jeez. So it means that Aqua is going to against RDX in the lower bracket. But honestly, though, games like this, I can't help it. I do get excited about that. Like, when they manage to pull it off, regardless of which team it does, to be honest. I enjoy that. But I'm not sure if you can call this them winning because of experience, to be honest. It was a weird, weird game. Half a minute left to go. I'm just going to quickly... my last daily container. Because I can. I use all the free stuff. I watch all the ads and everything. It always helps. Just over 3 minutes left to go, so we can't go into the room just yet. Honestly, BPS is just... yeah. I can't even... It's been weird, let's say. We go into the room. We are heading off to one of my favorite maps in the game, which is Canal. Lots of lines of fire, but also lots of little hills and buildings and nooks and crannies to work your tank into. 4 bases, 2 closest to the spawn, 2 on opposite ends. Always leads to interesting gameplay, in my opinion. And I like bases. I like maps with 4 bases because it's just more interesting that way. You do need a little bit of support, but be that in the way of teammates right with you or campers at the back. That doesn't really matter. Basically, always use the team you have, don't expect the team you want. That goes for any map and any game, to be fair, but I mean, like on Canal, I think it's more important because the map is quite large. And now we get to see Osley. We haven't seen them play yet, so I'm looking forward to that. And they are already with an LT, 2 AMX 54s, 3 E50Ms, and an M60. We don't see the M60 making an appearance often. And on the Immo side, that's gotta be tough though. Like, you have to instantly just get your head back into the game in order to fight more. I'm actually going to start the guessing. Mind you though, you will be guessing for the grand finals, which means that it's not this matchup, it's for the grand finals, so the matchup after this. Start guessing? No. I still have no idea how BP just did that. It's not all about the damage though in Supremacy. That's one of the things I love about Supremacy. You can win doing virtually no damage just because you play cleverly and use the bases. Immo now ready with 4 AMX 54s and 3 LTs. That's gonna be interesting as well though. But with those E50Ms, they could just ram them to death. I do kind of like the patient Supremacy games. It's a little bit tedious for tours, mainly because mostly in tours people want to see the action rather than the tactics. But here we go into the first game of the lower bracket finals. Whoever wins this has to face BPS again. Let's see. Cedric. Not even going into the base there. On the other side, we see Immo racing towards the middle. Sorry. Capping the base, but oh, Neep is there. Oh, poor Nisi. Poor Neep. They're all being murdered. Adam gets out of there. Base B is actually being stolen right from under their feet. And they might get away with it as well. What a cheeky game this is already proven to be. They are giving up on base B. Losing too much HP as they try that. They do get base A. They are no longer able to get base C. This was such a cheeky move from both sides though. Ego is protecting, or sort of protecting, base C. We have Kvadratny, who is now meeting Jack, and Jack is like, I have a building here, I'm gonna stay behind that because I don't want to get murdered. Jack steadily holding, knowing he's going to get spotted the moment that he moves. Striker is there as well. They know that he's still there. He can't get out. He does spot Striker. Now he's unspotted, but he can't really move. He can't turn. He can't run. He's just getting pre-aimed. Quadratini's gone straight at that. They want to get the big shots into him. Striker moving back. We also have these two lying in wait in case Kvadratny actually makes the push. Been getting shot by Neep. Neep did get spotted for that though. KMS interested in shooting Finn. Jack still stuck there. Porter being shot at. Nisi is not looking too healthy. Lots of blind shots happening this game. Now we have Adam moving in. But they have to be careful because Cedric is still there. I'm not sure they can get away with grabbing base B. Obviously they can't grab base C either, because that's also well protected. And Osley has the point advantage. They don't really need to do anything. It will be up to Immor to make a move. And I think that they had really hoped to get base B there. They just didn't get away with it. Blind shot happening. It is actually where Neep is at. We hear lots of fire happening. No damage being done though, so those are all blind shots into certain positions. That tracer went straight into the corner here. And this stuff is interesting to watch, to me at least. Because they know that there's someone here. This is what they're doing. They're shooting these spots, and they're shooting these spots, and that spot. Without me making a move. All these shots, and again. And these he can tell, he can hear from the game sounds as well. But he can also see the impacts in the ground. This is where they're shooting at. They're shooting at the corner. Which is not quite where he's at, because that would be too predictable. They are again making a play for base B. Neep is lost more HP. And we have 3 tanks capping, 2 small ones, 1 big one. Jack is losing a whole lot of HP, is dropping out. They did get the base though. And now they're out of there. But not before Finn gets another shot in, because that's what he can do. Base C is getting kept as well. But that's also dangerous. And it is getting reset, and they are losing HP for it. Stealing base B though, that was a cheeky thing to do. Finn loses a bit more HP. But you have to keep in mind, there's 2 minutes left. We are at 700 points for Immor. And Osley will have to make the move now, because they are behind on the points. Brain moving in. Going up the little ramp here. They want to take out Ego. Or maybe they want to take out Finn. Little bits of damage being done here. There's lots of unhealthy tanks. But those are being kept safely more towards the corner. Like Kamorian. Reaction is not looking too healthy, but he has support fire. And then moreover, they need to get the bases, honestly. Reaction getting murdered. Is going to go down, and he does. But there goes Cedric. And KMS is not looking too healthy, but neither is Chipstick and neither is Ego. Kamorian gets taken out. Chipstick goes down. Seaheat goes down. There goes KMX. Brain goes down. And it is 4v3. But we are 964 points for Immor. Jack goes down. Oh, we have Striker still left, who is almost gone as well. Gets taken out, and that seals it, and Immor takes home the first game. Also, just a reminder, you are guessing for the grand finals, not for this matchup. So don't stress out when I don't say stop guessing, because it's not happening yet. Beautiful game this was, though. Such clever gameplay, such cheeky gameplay as well, with using one bigger tank as sort of body armor to cap the base and everything. I like little smart moves like that. So let's see. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the second game of this matchup. And we now see Osley getting ready with 1 LT, 2 AMX-54s, and potentially 4 E-50Ms. And on Immor's side, we see 3 A-50Ms in LT and potentially 3 AMX-54s. Very similar lineup, only differs 1 tank depending on what they ready up in, no? It might be the exact same lineup if Comorian decides to stick with the AMX. Will be interesting on its own. $30. No, it's difference. Now Imo is taking the extra E50M. Let's see. Also like how Chipsick is on PC, but everyone else is on touch. Are you sure that's how you spell your name here in colors? Shouldn't it be finished? Is it finished? Let's see. Also, the second fan containers were won by Naughty Badger and Berk A. Berk A is getting all the crates now. We see E50Ms versus E50Ms. And they might be out E50M'd. They are getting shot at. Base C is getting capped. We have Neep making a cheeky move. He might be able to cap base B. I'm not sure if they know just how deserted it is there. They're hoping to catch the E50Ms unaware. Chip 6 losing a lot of HP. Base B is getting capped. It is costing them though. KMS losing the most HP because he wants to not be there anymore. Chipsick now also losing a lot of HP. Striker is being set up on now. KMS gets taken out. There goes Chipsick. Striker is going to be gone at the next shot. And he is. Emo playing it aggressively, but making all the right moves. Never mind that they didn't get the 2 bases. They got 3 tanks out of the way. He is not looking too healthy, but there's plenty of support fire here. Quadratny is not looking too healthy either. Sihi dropping back, making it difficult to hit him. There goes Cedric. Quadratny goes down as well, making just Neep and Brain. Brain does take out Komorian, not making it a perfect 7-0 anymore. Neep is getting murdered. Ramming speed! Double ram. Hacked to death. And we have Jack doing the same thing. That ram did just not do anything though. Played by Amor. Amor standing strong. And now we will see if Osley can bring that back. We are heading off to Faust, which is my second favorite map in the game. Basically, my top 3 would be Molendijk, Faust, and then Canal. I love those. But also, like with the bridges and the tunnels, it's just an interesting map to play on. And again, the full base map. That's kind of like my thing, aside from Molendijk. But Molendijk is special to me. Yeah, Faust also one of the... I think it's currently the only knife pad that we've got. And I like that a lot more. Like, easier on the ice. I wish we had more of that. I wish we had weather effects. I wish we could just say we want the night version or the day version. Like in settings, I mean. That would be grand. Yeah, 40 seconds left to go. And we see Osley now ready with an LT, 4 AMX 54s, a 215B and an E50M. Versus 4 AMX 54s, 2 E50Ms and a Chieftain. Just looking at the I can't look at the chat all the time, but I do try to keep track of it a little bit. And sometimes, like I know your in-game name and I know that's not it. But here we go. Third game. Let's see if Immo can take it home already. Let's see. Again, just to reiterate, you are not guessing for this match. You are guessing for the grand finals, which haven't started yet. Lipstick heading into base D. We have the AMXs going up the ramp. Not getting any shots in though. Comorian not letting them. KMS does get spotted, but that's what she said. Did not get spotted for that. So he's going to go for the cap. Cheeky tracking shot there. Comorian did get hit crossing over. Did not get that shot and has to be careful where he's at though. C now getting stolen by Quadrati, but that base is not completely unprotected. He is the one that's taking the most damage from that though. And they are forced back, and then Quadrati is like, yeah, I'll just continue to try and cap it because I might get away with it. And he just might. Base B now also getting capped. Mostly going for the capping game. But that might be all that's needed. We've seen it earlier tonight. Anything can happen. Cedric pulling back. Emma will have a tough job. Shots fired. KMS taking a bit of a hit, but so does Ego again. Now we have base B getting stolen. Cedric being murdered. Slowly but surely. He gets taken out. That is a gun advantage for Immo. Ego got set on fire. Has to be careful. He's very low on HP. They know that KMS is coming. They're hoping that he can get another shot in. And he does not do that, but he also does not get murdered yet. Of course, he is going to not survive this. And he does go down. In the meantime, C has been stolen as well. And now we have Jack. Has to be careful because he's now dealing with 2 tanks in front of him. Finn is not near yet. Striker got taken out. Morian losing HP. Brain losing HP as well. Neep. Reaction goes down. Guns are even, but Imor has 3 bases. We have Neep falling down. And immediately gets the attention. Comorian still survives. Does get taken out there though. Despite Adam's best effort to shield him. Big hits into him. He has to be careful. He is going to go down on the next reload. He does get another shot in. But then he goes down. Neep almost goes down as well. It is 3v3. Health-wise they don't have the advantage, but base-wise they do. With about 100 points. And they are making a move. Do get that shot in. Which is exactly what they need. They need that kill. The kill has come. Now we have Neep moving in. He gets taken out as well. Now it's just Brain. And Osley fought for all they were worth. Had some great games here. Even if they didn't win, they played fantastically. And with 1k points, Immo has the game. Symphony, you now just missed an extra zero. Oh, bless. Your guess counts, though. Let me put it that way. I know the typo. Well, very well played overall. Lovely little games here. Cheeky games as well, like with the base caps and everything. So far tonight has so not been a standard tool night. I love it. Let's have a quick look to see if we know the other group yet, because I think we've had like so many slow matches. Well, they've only just started, so 3 minutes ago they started their games. So it's Aqua versus Demo in the finals. That will determine which team goes through to the professionals. Actually, I like the damage guessing as well, because the thing is, when I have these, I can do giveaways on stream. I don't like having people just spam their in-game name and stuff like that. It's just not fun for me that way. And I like to have people involved. And in this way, basically, you have to be involved with both the games, but also with the chat. And I think that that's the best way to give away things. So you have to, there's like middle guesses where you're generally going to be around. But then you have nights like this and you can't guess anything. You can only, you didn't enter before though. Like this is his guess. Oh, no, actually, no, the last guess that you posted will count. Yeah, you can. Last posted guess. So even if the score that the team will do is exactly 15,500, that guess would no longer count now. Because afterwards you posted 16,200. But yeah, deleting it is the safest way. Especially when the chat isn't that busy after all. But there we go. We can go into the room. Where we have another BPS versus Immo awaiting us. We are going to go to Lagoon. Lagoon looks like this. 3 bases. Relatively shielded bases though, but you have to go through the open in order to get there. We usually see light tanks spotting each other just to see where the other team is going, even if they're not there to actually farm them. It is interesting. I like playing on this map. A little bit team dependent as well. I like using my team for cannon fodder, to be honest. But yeah, it is a map that is still relatively new to tools. I'm quite sure that most teams have had plenty of opportunity to train on it though. The only thing about the entering only once is basically the whole you can only enter for one account. Like you can't enter for yourself and then other people as well and just make plenty of guesses with different accounts and everything. You can only enter once per giveaway, as in with one person. You can edit your guess though. Is Hearing Color still alive? Like, I did. Yeah, the zero ran away. Bless him. It was basically a typo on both sides. Together they have one like perfect guess. So 15,000 counts, in my opinion. But yeah, 1 minute left to go before we go into the first game on Lagoon. When we see Imor getting ready with 5 AMX 54s, an E50M, and a 215B. And on BPS's side, we see 3 AMX 54s, a 215B, a Super Conqueror, and potentially a Batchet and another. And an E50M, there we go. It's actually really cold in my room right now. So I got like this little electric pillow, but it shuts itself off every 1 hour, 1 hour and a half? Yeah, 90 minutes. It shuts itself off, so you have to restart it then. And suddenly I was just like, I'm getting cold, and the pillow is out again. Oh god, yes, Kuga, I can fully understand that. Let's see, here we go. Do, do, do. I'm loving this though. Like, usually there's a lot more action, a lot less waiting, a lot less just point game. But tonight it's just been so weird in the game. This has been absolutely fabulous. Like, I can understand that it's very frustrating as players and as clans, but as streamer, makes me really happy. Punisher and Camborian spotting each other together with the reaction. First blood has been drawn. Amadeus probably does not really want to be there anymore. They are being careful. Amadeus is very, very alone there. He does decide that he doesn't want to be there anymore, which I think is a very good call. Dominante making a move, going for the cap. But they will be behind on points. Amadeus does get shot at and miraculously does not get hit. But it will be up to BPS to make a move now, because they will start with the point disadvantage here. Which means that they will need a kill or they need a base, and base B is obviously well protected here. Bits of bleeding happening. Now we have Nisi being very cheeky. Going for the base. Punisher is not able to decap it, but does land a nice one into Finn. And they are just slowly bleeding them now. And that's a tactic as well. Like, you can have the... I can't word, honestly. You can let them get the base if you bleed them, but now they're bleeding back. And everything depends on this, really. Because whoever wins this matchup is through to the top 8. And that is, of course, the highest score right now. Pickets back and forth. We have Daniel being cheeky. Does get spotted. Does not hit that. Does get hit in turn. Medea is at the back. And now we have Finn making a move. Comorian losing more HP. We're entering a bit of a brawly stage, but it is a weird sort of brawl. The shots are not quite going as they should. Very little focus fire. But now we have 3v2 on this side happening. Daniel being the preferred target. He is going to go down first. He might get another shot in. No, he does not. And now Amadeus is left on his own as well. And it means that if they want to have their team, this is also just blocking each other is exactly what is needed in order to secure the kill. Punisher now very low on HP. As is Nisi. Nisi does go down. Reaction goes down. Poslavleni in the middle. Facing a pretty healthy Jack. Can't really do anything. He's looking forwards because that's the kill that he wants. But there goes Postravleni. Punisher, very low on HP as well. Is the next preferred target. Sihi goes down. There goes Punisher. 2 versus 4. And there's just too many guns. And too many people making themselves difficult targets. And the first game is for Imo. And they do land nice shots into one another, but there's just too much HP here. And there he goes. To be to this said, I absolutely hate Lagoon. On randoms, everything happens almost random. That's kind of the point of randoms, though. Well played, Imo. Let's see. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the second game. As said, everything is running on this force. There are 2 more qualifiers of am I saying that right? 2? No, 1. I think. Like, seriously, I do apologize. My brain is just all over the place and I can't remember dates. You know, there's a third qualifier there, yeah. This is the second one. Is it though? Doesn't make sense. I just need to check my own dates, honestly. Seriously, my brain is just not working with me. No, it is the second one. Because I kind of figured that with 2 teams coming every qualifier, basically, that there would be 4 qualifiers. But apparently there aren't. So GG, apparently. But yeah, 17 seconds left to go. BPS is ready with 3 Super Conquerors, 3 AMX 54s and the E50M, versus 215B, 2 Chieftains and 4 AMX 54s. I don't know why I figured that there would be like 4 when there's 2 teams going through. Me, I'm just basically being a potato again, honestly. I need to check the description. It would help if I would actually thank you going to the battle. It always freaks me out when it does that, honestly. Let's see. How's the audio, by the way? Because I did adjust the bitrate. And so far, it does seem to be more stable. They do have some drop frames, but it looks to have been happening in early on. Inward focusing entirely on the base A side, whereas BPS is almost entirely focusing on the base C side, leaving only their Dominante in their spawn. Let's see. Base A quickly getting capped with 2. Finn losing a bit of HP there, just for being there. C is there as well. BPS turning around to hold. He's just casually hugging the rock there. And now we have Finn making a move. Base B will be protected though. Funnily enough, it's actually quite open. Like there's no actual lines of fire in there. It's not completely like unprotected, but it's not quite protected either. Let's see. BPS has a tiny point advantage. Now if DC moving forwards as well. Going for a spotty spot to see if anyone is there. They're such weird games though, honestly. Now if Ego moving in. Going for that cap, which is kind of what they need to do. BPS can't really let them get the cap, but at the same time, there's not much they can do. And there you have it. Free cap for Emo. Shots are being fired into bushes where there are no longer people. Ego is being careful. But being quite forward as well. I'm not sure what Ego is doing here. That is, yeah. Are they playing just like... Is he bait? Base B is being stolen, reaction is being pushed on his own. Ego goes down. I have no idea, that looked like miscommunication to me. Oh, that shot did not go in. Nisi needs to get that kill, and he does get that kill. Kitsune is still alive. That's what she said, got set on fire. They need to take all the kills. They need to keep their tanks alive. That is not going to... Oh, no, there he goes. I'm not sure what happened here, to be honest. They had all the advantages. Postovleni gets ammo wrecked for good measure. God goes down. They will probably still pull it back. 4v3. BPS actually still has a bit of an HP advantage here. Oof, that shot did not pen. The Dominante going after Comorian. We have Daniel facing off against Reaction. Comorian not looking too healthy. Finn is arriving there as well. They want to avoid him getting that kill shot. But that's exactly what he needs. And he can't postpone it too long, because that's also going to be difficult. 3v2. 2v2. But is Daniel going to survive that? Technically, BPS has 2 bases. There goes Daniel, there goes Dominante, and the game is for Imo again. Oh, very glad to hear that. Also, I hope Calestra got all his guesses in, because I'm about to stop the giveaway guessing. Just going to wait until the timer goes to 1 minute. Thank you for confirming, by the way, with the sound thing. I worry about these things, because I want to do a good job, and I know that I derp and noob enough as it is, so having my equipment actually work would be very nice. We are heading off to Main Ruins. Main Ruins, always a tricky map. We usually see some very cheeky base B work, which is very fun to watch. Doesn't always work out though, but when it does, it's glorious. 3 bases, evenly spread out throughout the map basically. We have a med cap, a heavy cap, which is usually looked over rather than capped. The caps on this base, on this map, are pretty tricky because they're quite open, so lots of lines of fire into them. And that does make for very fun tour games. Also just want to point out that there's a match point for Emo. If they win the next game, then they are through to the professionals. I am assuming that the professionals have still 8 teams, not 6. Maybe there's going to be a last chance tour, I don't know. But yeah, BPS is ready for the first game on Main Ruins with an E50M, 2 215Bs, 4 AMX54s, and Emo is taking 2 215Bs, 2 E50Ms, 2 AMX54s, and a Super Conqueror. Emo is playing like a boss tonight, not gonna lie. Let's see. Can Emo bring it home? BPS heading towards the A-ish side. God going to find a bush. We have Imo on the other side, going for the base C section. And they might get a free cap there. They are immediately going for, which is something I always approve of. It is a bit risky, because you could lose a lot of health. But no one has been spotted on either side of the battlefield yet. But now Imo has a comfortable lead in caps, as well as points. Now base A is getting kept. Comorian has to be a little bit careful though. And they are they're trying to find out where people are. And there we go. And he's like, I don't really want to get shot here. Emo holding in the middle. The E50Ms are returning from there, going to bank up Comorian. Defensive positions around base B. Blind shots happening into places where there's no one at right now. Again, this is such a slow going game. The E50Ms are holding. This is also something that I've just noticed, like with the light tanks especially, but also with the medium tanks, they are just running around. They are waiting for targets, trying to find targets, but also trying to be wherever they might need to be. That's why they're running around. Like you see those two lying in a way, slowly but surely moving forwards. Because aside from the few in the middle, no one's been spotted. And Ego might be in a bit of a tricky position here, if those two were to push. They are they are expecting someone to push from here, and then these two guns will be here to murder them as they push. But this is also something that I so appreciate about professional players. They're just being patient. Dominante losing quite a bit of HP just for showing himself there, peeking out a little bit, and the guns were immediately shooting at him. So they know that there's people there. Also, his Amarak is damaged. Blind shots happening, but there's no one there. Dropped into Kitsune though. Kitsune has to be careful. God is out of there. Also, you have to keep in mind that it will be up to BPS to make a move. They have the point disadvantage. They also have an HP disadvantage, but that's negligible. Also, I'm basically doing the bird's eye view thing, because I don't know exactly where the action is going to be, and I don't want to miss it. We have the AMX 54s moving. They are probably going to try and go for base C, because that's basically all they need to do. Base B now being taken by Eagle. What a cheeky move. That's what she said, relocating. Ego losing a lot of HP trying to get base B though. Then you're losing a little bit of HP. Ego losing more. Base A is going to be under attack. Ego is not going to survive this. Does go down. C is being stolen and being reset. A is being stolen. Punisher. Not looking too not looking too healthy. They need to take him out. Daniel has been taken out as well. There goes Punisher with a bit of fire. We're at 900 points. Imor so close to going through. Postravleni being set up on here. Is the preferred target for sure. Is almost gone. Does not get rammed. Hypnotizing goes down. That's what she said goes down. Postravleni goes down. 975. Jack went down. They need to keep Comorian alive. And they need to get that kill. And he does get the kill. And the base stays theirs. And now it's just basically Finn being pushed. But they're not going to be able to kill him in time. And the game is for Imor. And Imor is through to the professionals. Very clever game. The games have been interesting tonight though. And this is also the score, 15,858. Oh, no, sorry, I said BPS, didn't I? Yeah, I did. BPS. Yes. That means 13,367. 13,367, but beautiful games all around. So well played by Imo here. Massive congratulations to them. And let's have a look. They also finished. Let's have a look. Who else is through? Demo. So Demo is through to the top 8. I think I need to check if it's top 8, honestly. And Imo is through as well. Because this is the thing, like... double elimination. Top 1 goes through to the professional tournaments. But there's only 3 qualifiers. So it kind of makes me feel that there's like top 6 rather than... I don't know. I don't know. I wish they would announce like the whole tour at once so that I know exactly what the format is. Could also be that there's going to be a last chance tournament that will determine the last 2. Let's see. But yeah, that's it for me for tonight actually. I will be back with the 3rd qualifier as well, obviously. And that's it. So again, congratulations to Demo, and of course, massive congratulations to Imo. Thank you, all the teams, for the beautiful games that we saw tonight. And I hope to see you guys next stream. Thank you all for watching. Actually, let me have a quick look at giveaways and everything. Because I do kind of need to announce that as well, don't I? I think the game's not over yet on stream. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, no, that's still going. That's basically like normally I have more games. I can actually show just like a replay. I am going to do just that. We are going to show one of the replays that I wanted to show. Because this is the Chieftain MK6 that Clownjuice won on my monthly competitions that I have on my server. And he took it out for a spin tonight. He only just got it today, and then he took it out for a spin, and this happened. Honestly. Do not, honestly, just give spoilers. I know that I did it earlier today as well, but that was by mistake and not on purpose. And also, what happens on stream or in tours has nothing to do with what happens on the official server. Let's see. I can't believe that actually penned. He did say he did get insanely lucky with this game though, so I'm really curious to see what happens. Oh my god, it's an F3. I still need that tank. Chieftain can be such a good tank though. But it can be a bit fickle. And we are just steadily waiting and watching. Nice. Tungsten adrenaline. Nice. Oh, even nicer. GG. They do have to be careful. It is, though, a encounter game. Let's see. He's getting some assisted damage as well. And a bit more. Oof, bit too impatient there for the shot. Ah, no worries, Mutsu. Take your time. I'm watching your replay. All good. They are not alone. He has friends. And they are now focusing entirely on that side, which is good. Because that means Clan Juice can get some shots in. Nice. Oof, ow. Oh. Nice. This has to... just gonna say, this has to be a bounce. That has to be the insane luck he was talking about. That is such a cheeky thing. Oof. Aw, bless. Go. It's such a cheeky game, though. I was looking forward to watching that. Like, he literally only just got the tank today, so well played there. 5,801. And just as that finished, I got the results. And the winners are Helmi Musa and Berke A. Berke A won all the giveaways today. Well done, Calestra. So thank you for that, and thank you so much, Mutsu, for handling the giveaways, and Agassi for minding the chat for me. Both of you are like my heroes. So that's really going to be it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all at the next qualifier. Have a lovely evening.